book, honestly, you know what I would like to do? I feel like I want to start reading like books out loud when I read them, and I like we can deliberate on them. But I don't know if you find that interesting, but does it matter? It's still something, isn't it? So I enjoy reading, so a lot of people don't see that part of me. So I think it'd be cool to discuss books. But this book is so amazing, and as you guys know, obviously, I've been celibate for like forever. And you know, I'm a relationship person. I think you guys pretty much know my story back and forth now. And what I've decided is that like this book has made me reignited that fact inside me of saying that I feel like I want to wait until marriage. And I know it's like, first of all, when I first decided this a long time ago, people just made me feel like it was impossible. So I was like, whatever. I like limited it. I put that standard down. I said, you know what? As long as I'm serious, and if I'm just at least seeing them, then I feel secure to know that it's going somewhere. Then I don't mind having sex. It's not a big thing. But it was never something I wanted. I always said to myself, like, I don't want to have sex until marriage. But then there's people around me making me feel like it was unrealistic expectations. It's like, you're never going to find a man like that. Like, you need to dumb it down a notch, and you need to like, it's just like, even just to get married, and always having, like, it's just too much of a standard to have. And now, being as old as I am and being like a proper grown adult in it, it's like, that is so fucked up to even have people around you make you think that you wanting more for yourself and wanting better for yourself is an unrealistic expectation, when, to be honest, shouldn't you like date to marry anyway? It's just like society now and this generation that makes you think that that is impossible. But it's really terrible to think that you can have people around you that will make you think that's unrealistic based on their standards. So for me, that's the standard that I'm having for myself now. And there's two reasons why. One is like, I haven't had sex in so long anyway, so like, what the hell? Like, it's not like I have an urge to have it, like, because I don't. So like, waiting is actually not a big deal for me. And secondly, it's just, listen, I'm not even out there. I don't do apps anymore. I am not out there. Like, I don't even present myself being out there. I don't even know what that is. Especially now in isolation, it's very hard to even get to know me like that. So I can't afford, I really cannot afford to allow another person to come into my life, get to know me, take a piece of me with them, and for me to have to start working to get that back. I have put too much work into myself, put too much time into myself. The love that I have for myself and the way that I've fallen in love with myself is, I can't even comprehend it. So I can't jeopardize that just for someone else, you know, just to accommodate somebody else. When you're meant to come into my life and you're meant to better it. You're meant to contribute positivity to it. Like, that's the whole point of being in a union, in a partnership, because two heads remotely work better than one. So when you both come together, and when you're with the right person, you both come together, fire. Like, fire. That is like when a relationship is worth it. Because 2 against 1, yes. Honestly, that is like the sweetest agusi you would ever taste, mate. You guys don't know what that is. Kebab meat and chips. So I can't do that. And I feel like I've given so much of myself. And every time that you lay down with someone, every time that you give yourself to someone, every time you're putting yourself out there and seeing someone and it doesn't work out, it's like a bit of you that you can't get back. And I've done that so many times to the point where now I feel like I've rebuilt myself and I'm a whole new person, and I cannot afford to allow myself to be in that position again. Like, hurt is inevitable, pain is inevitable, like stress is inevitable, problems is inevitable. There's this stuff you're going to have to deal with for the rest of your life, all of your life. But it's what you put into it and what you choose to give a fuck about, and what is important and what's not, which is how successful you will be in becoming a better you, and going on and so on and so forth, or whatever. For me, it's like it's either all or nothing. So you can come here, if you want to come into my life, it's like it needs to be, you need to be solidified in what you want. I mean, that's it. That's the only requirement, and it needs to be wanting me, and it needs to want more, and you need to respect me. That's it. Like, that's completely it. Nothing more. I need you to be no six-figure person. All of this rubbish is. I don't care about all of that. Like, I don't care. Just be a good man. That's it. So, and for me, it's not only about me as a person. It's what my heart deserves, what my energy deserves, what my peace of mind deserves. Like, there's so much aspects in who we are and what navigates us through life that makes this person and this human being that we are. And every time that I've disregarded an aspect of myself, or belittled an aspect of myself, or just not been respectful to myself in allowing bad behavior, in allowing blatant disrespect, in allowing accepting less than I deserve, in allowing for just accepting in general, just accepting like I'm some sort of rodent, homeless person off the street. You know, people that are homeless, I still have the I wouldn't say I have the audacity, but in a way it is an audacity, because I mean, I've tried to help, right? And the man was so rude to me. Like, he was so rude, but he still had standards for what he wanted, and he was homeless. He had no choice, and he still had standards for what he wanted. So who the hell am I to be compromising myself for who? For people that are going to be temporary in my life? Are you kidding me or what? Do you know how much effort and time I have put into people? How much tears I have cried? How much time I have belittled myself? I have beat myself up over people that are not even in my life now. Over people's names that I cannot even remember. I've been on dates and the people, I cannot remember their names. I would struggle to, it'd be one of those things where it's a deja vu, where it's like, I know you from somewhere, but I can't remember where. Do you know how much people I've been in that situation with? And there's people I allowed to make me feel inferior, less than, undeserving. Me. I've really disrespected myself, you know. So for now, this is my new standard I'm setting, and it's a standard I'm setting for myself because it's what my heart deserves. My heart deserves to be in something secure, you know. I'm not going to say like I'm going to be in anything stress-free, and I'm not naive to think that I wouldn't face problems and I wouldn't face adversity. I'm not stupid, but my heart only deserves the best. It served me well all this time, through heartache, through trauma, through everything I've been through, and it's still here standing. My body deserves the best. My mind deserves the best. My peace of mind deserves the best. And I don't want to be with people and in situations and giving my body and allowing my body to be taken when it's not even solidified that they even want to be here. I'm not going to be someone's conquest, you know. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of seeing how things go. I can see how things go without having sex with you. I can see how things go without kissing you. I can see how things go without any physical contact. If you want to see how things go, let's see how things go. If that's what you want to do. If you want to go with the flow, we'll go with that flow. But don't be thinking that I should be compromising my body and my and disregarding my beliefs and going below my standards just for you, for someone that don't even know what they want. Cause sorry, sorry, you're not coming to discount thinking you're even getting milk. You're not even going to get a sip of my milk. Okay, you're not even going to get a lick of my titty. You know that little thing that's in the cow. You do this. Yeah, yeah. What? No way. His lips, his lips. Not for you. Not for you. There's so much power, you know, in just reserving yourself and being in this isolation, boy. I've been reading my music, and it's like I can be whoever I want to be, and I'm capable of being whoever I want to be. And the most important thing that is important to me is the fact that I can't expect respect from others if I don't respect myself, and at least maintaining my standards. So people can think what they want. Oh, why do you take pictures like that? I take pictures like that. It's so annoying because when I get pictures like, people always say like, people always have this perception, but that's one thing I like, because you're judging a book by its cover, and you're judging your own book by whatever your sexual fantasies or whatever insecurities you have in yourself that you want to project on me, because I'm not doing that. There's hundreds. If I was a white man, right, and I was taking pictures of my bum, no one would think anything. Do you know how much people will support it and be art? But because now I'm a disgrace, I'm this, or that means that people should be coming at me with all these sexual suggestions because I'm putting myself out there like that. No, I'm not. Just because someone is there stark nude and naked, does that mean it gives everyone the audacity to go up to them and start requesting sexual requests from them because they see a naked body? Like, are you crazy? It doesn't mean that. Have some respect for yourself, Jesus, because the way you maneuver around things and the things that you're judging and what you're thinking about things forefront is saying a lot about how you think about yourself. Not me. So please, how I see myself, what I choose to do with myself is my own business. I'm not harming anyone. People don't understand, like, I love my body. I love it. I love my body so much. I appreciate my body so much in a way that no one has ever appreciated me. I've never felt appreciated through sex. I've never had that connection with sex where like you feel closer. That's one thing I was excited about with my ex, because I was like, oh my God, finally I'm going to be in a relationship and I'm going to have sex. Oh my God, I'm going to have sex with my boyfriend. After we had sex, I never had that fulfilling feeling. I never felt like, and it's like, did I put too much thought into it? Or, well, why wasn't there a connection? There wasn't a connection because to him, I felt like he just got what I felt like I was a conquest. With a lot of men, they see me in clubs, they see like my pictures, and it's like I become a fantasy. You know, they don't see it in a long term of me being like, being with me like long term, but they see me as a fantasy. I'm the perfect poster person for a lot of people's fantasy. And that's not even being arrogant, egotistical. I know what it is, because I put it's like I'm a sexual object, and it's like I put myself out there like that. But I don't, because there's more aspects to me. I mean, if you was to know who I am as a person, you would know that that is just like, I'm just a free person. Like, it's just what it is. Like, I just love myself. I love myself, and that has taken a long ass time for me to get to that point, to love myself in a way that I've never felt loved by anybody else. So pictures and me taking pictures is my way of me cementing that, capturing that moment of what I feel about myself. So I could just be here and be like, I feel, oh my God, I know what to wear. Camera. Yes, Junior, yes, you go for it. That is literally me every day I take a picture. I'm literally my own cheerleader, because I've never had someone that's made me feel like that, you know? So it's like, I've made myself feel like that. So if someone's gonna come into my life, they need to get me excited like that, you know? Like, they need to get me excited like that. And I feel like only certain people are worthy of that. And I've definitely allowed myself to be easy to a lot of people. I mean, it's not like I've had sex with every single officially not. My body count is very low. But, like I said, babe, in sexual activity, no, it's not. Oh my God. Woof. You know, we've all got past, babe. I'm not ran through, but my mouth, I've definitely sucked some dick. But it's even different now because it's like, when I think about it now, I used to love sucking dick. Oh my God. I used to love sucking dick. Oh. But now, it's like, I don't really care for it. Like, I don't really care for anything much anymore. Like, I see, when I look at a man and I'm envisioning what I want in a man, and I see a beautiful man, I can just appreciate him. Like, I'm just like, his skin, his lips, his smile. I immediately, I want to hear how he speaks. I'll go through and I want to know what he's like with his family, if he's close to his family, how he is with his friends, how he replies to people's comments. Like, that's the type of, like, I feel that's how you can get an idea of somebody, or in this new age. So now I'm like, okay, interesting. And then I'm like, oh, cute, yeah. So it's not like how, like before, I've never been like, oh my God, I need to see what his dick's like. I'm hungry for it. No, but like if I was on a date with someone and something happening, I would never, that would be the first thing. If you're kissing me, it's straight, like, forget that. I just want to go downstairs, man. You know, suck it. Mouth. I don't feel like that anymore, you know? Like, there's so much things that excite me now. And I emphasize more on those. Like, I love intelligence. I love a man that's intelligent, that can keep a conversation, that knows what he's talking about. And I love a man that's passionate about what he's talking about and, like, really stands in his truth, really defiant. Like, I love that. I love it. I love going on Google and having to research words. What does this mean? What does that mean? Oh, I love men like that. I love it. I love that. And it's like, it's everything I deserve besides humour, someone kind, compassionate. And then I think of like that point of like, okay, say I do meet someone and he has waited, and let's say 2 years. He's waited 2 years to have sex with me, and we get married and we do it. And I'm like, can you just fucking imagine like the difference of not only waiting. I'll get to that bit in a minute, but when I have sex, it would be with my husband. And it'd be like, it's like a different, it's a whole different feeling. And then, not even that, but someone 2 years to like wait and not even think it's an issue of waiting. Of course, if someone finds you physically, sexually attractive, they're gonna make it evident, but you obviously have your rules. You have to stop at certain points so it doesn't go all the way. But to have someone this way and really respect you and appreciate you and just get to the point where you just love being around you. Like, you can be around each other every day and it's just for the simple fact they love being around you. And I feel like that mental and emotional connection is so much more valuable. Sex doesn't need to, I feel like nowadays sex overlaps that. And that's what makes that's what makes a lot of men and people just, they can't concentrate on what's in front of them. Like, they always want the next big thing, the next person that's walking. They always want to test everyone's grass. They always want to just go out there like rampant rabbits, like no home training, like an untrained dog, just going around getting whoever, getting themselves in trouble. And it's a lot of people like, I have to, this book taught me like, I have to think more as a man. And in a sense of, I'm very compassionate and I'm very soft, and I know I get that from being around women. Like, I've grown up with my mum. My dad was there, but he wasn't there at the same time, if you get what I mean. It's always literally been my mum. So, and my aunties, and I've always seen how hurt backfires to a woman, you know. So I've always seen that forgiveness of a woman, that heart of a woman, and her be hurt over and over again. And I feel like that has been like my canvas to handle things, which is why I face so much adversity, which is why I settled and accepted way less than I know that I've ever deserved, you know. But what I know now is all men have urges. And when he said it in this book, I was like, we all as human beings have urges, you know. And it's about how you master that urge. It's like, it doesn't make you less of a man, or it doesn't make you a horrible person, but how you manage your urge and how you master that self-control is everything. Because it's just like someone, like you're in a relationship with someone, and where is their limits to flirting? Some people's flirting goes straight into cheating if you're behind their back. But in behind their back, they can laugh, they can joke, but they know when to stop. Like, you know when to compliment, and you know when you're doing the most, when you're being blatantly disrespectful. In life, it's just about having self-control. And I feel like always acknowledging what you have and what you risk losing. And a lot of people go around in this world like they have nothing to lose, and then when they lose it, they want to come back, but they still don't know how to treat you because they never really truly valued you in the first place. Because if you really value someone, you wouldn't hurt them. Then some people just can't control it, and I understand that, but I don't want to be on the back burner of always feeling like I need to be a counselor to people that don't know how to control themselves. Because if you're a grown man, you need to be able to stand in your truth and know what you do wrong and know where you need work. A lot of men don't like to admit what is wrong and what they do wrong. They can't just take responsibility and be like, you know what, shit, I fucked up, I cheated. No, but I cheated because you, or I went out there because you made me feel, oh, if it wasn't for you doing this, then I wouldn't have done that. If it wasn't for, oh my God, what about you taking responsibility for your own behavior? No matter what someone makes you do, if you feel like you should leave, you should leave. And that's another thing that I had to think about, because he said, like, you don't really know happiness. This book I'm reading as well, the subtle art of not giving a fuck. This, oh my God, plus this, all right, I'm reading these three literally, and then a sprinkle of the power. I got my head in a kerfuffle today, boy. So that art of not giving a fuck basically said, like, in life, what I said before earlier in the video, like, negativity, pain, stress, heartache, problems is like all stuff that is unavoidable. Like, regardless of wherever you maneuver in life and wherever you progress and navigate to in life, you're always going to come across those feelings. They could just get better. You can just have better problems. You're going to have problems. You're going to have stresses. I mean, there's stress every single day in life. You can't avoid it. There's always a stress about something, but it's how you handle that stress and what you kind of, what you turn that stress into, because it could be the end of the world and it could be a good stress. But people don't ever acknowledge, they always have these negative connotations to sort of these feelings, but these feelings are part of our human nature. So it's just, you need to acknowledge this, like, that you have something negative happen, it's like, oh shit, all right. But how much does that have to involve your whole being? You know, it's just like being able to know what you're paying attention to and what's really important and what you should just be like, oh, honestly, I can't give a fuck about that. It is what it is. What do you want me to do? That's how I kind of feel about coronavirus. It's like, I can't do anything about it, can I? So like, I just don't give a fuck. It sounds bad. Listen, don't get it twisted. I'm very much aware of what is going on. I'm not ignorant. I've been in my house for over a week, but I don't give a fuck, in meaning like I'm not allowing fear to disrupt my mood. What's going to happen? It's going to get me. Am I going to die? Am I going to am I going to feel this? Am I going to feel this? I'm not allowing my world to be filtrated with negativity to do with it. Like, I'm aware of what happens. I make sure that I'm very much aware and clued up. I speak about it, having an open dialogue of what's going on. I'm very in the know, but I'm not allowing that to affect my optimism. I know what I'm doing, what I need to do. And if I get it doing what I need to do, stay indoors, then what do you want me to do about it? Like, there's some things in life that you just can't stress about. Honestly, like, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I'm going to die at one point. I mean, I don't want to die like this, but, I mean, people are dropping. What do you want me to do? So, I can't be negative up to it because we don't even know what's going to happen. Before Corona, this house could collapse and I could just be buried alive. You just don't know in life, but you don't go anticipating something negative. You just can't. It's not how you maneuver in life. Fear doesn't get anyone anywhere, honestly. Oh, sorry, I'm not choosing to divulge in that. And that's just how I feel now about relationships. I've never taken old baggage like that into the new because it just doesn't do you any. It just makes you self-sabotage your own self. And it's like you're so scared about not feeling what this person made you feel, or not going through what you went through there, or not doing this again, or not going through that, or trying to learn from this, that it's like you will self-tarnish yourself from even seeing a blessing that could be in front of your own eyes. And I cannot do that. I will not do that to myself because you deserve to be loved. Everyone deserves to love and be loved. That is the point blank period. And you have to know that there is going to be problems. But you don't anticipate the problems. I mean, when it comes, you deal with it, innit? You don't anticipate it. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this because I know there's going to be... If I do that, oh, good God. You might as well, even if you was to live your whole life in one room, you're still going to find a problem. You can't prevent yourself from problems. It's going to happen. Ugh, if you're going to get hurt, you're going to get hurt. That's just life, but you don't need to let it be detrimental to how you maneuver your life forward. You can't let it shape your whole life to the point where it's like you can't see positivity in nothing. You're going to avoid doing this because you might get hurt. You're going to get hurt regardless. You could be in the kitchen and you could, and the fryer, you know when it spits? It could spit. Isn't that a sign of pain? When that hot oil hits your body, do you not hear ouch? So you can't avoid that, can you? No matter if you was a cook low, you don't know what could happen. So you can't avoid pain. It's inevitable. It's life. It's part of it. It's how we maneuver forward with it and how we can turn that into a positive. Like, it's going to happen, but you need to learn that there's experiences in everything, even in things that are not our fault, which is even more so why you can't hold your life in such a high regard and disregard so many things, especially when things are not your fault. But you can take a lesson from it. There's lessons to be learned in everything. Everything. So, that's what I've decided. That I am now waiting for sex until marriage. And it might never happen. But I'm so content with my damn self that I don't really give a flying fuck if it happens or not. If I meet someone, amazing. If I don't, amazing. Because I am fine just the way I am. Someone needs to contribute something positive to your life. So if you can contribute more positive, or like you can equal what I'm feeling, two heads are better than one. I know all I can do for a man. I don't need to state what I need to be able to do because I know what I can do for a man. But someone needs to be able to, I need to be able to receive that. And I've really gone out of people that I've never even thought about how much positivity they add to my life, or if they really encourage me in any way, shape or form, you know. I just roll with the punches. That's not how you meant to go. Jesus Christ. I got goals. I got dreams. You need to add. You need to add to it. If you don't want to add to it, you're gonna fuck off. Fuck off. I don't give a fuck. Oh, hey, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, listen. Joye don't give a fuck about you. Hope this helped you. You got a nice little subject. Hope it took your mind. Hope it left you something to think about. If you want me to do more readings about books, let me know, because those videos will be quite interesting, especially for me. I like talking about books and what I've learned and what things could possibly mean. I think it would be better to do that stuff on live or on live stream, to be honest, because then people can interact with you. But you guys, like always, stay sane, stay safe. This video is long and I can't even edit it. Poof! But stay safe. I need to I kept looking here, thinking the camera's here, but the camera's there. Oh my God. But anyway, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. See? Little things. It's not a big deal. As long as the video is up in it,